Hey, what's up, Bit Group Billionaires in Training? This is Bunmi here coming at you with a Sunday night video. Now, for those of you who've been a part of the team for a while, you know that we did Sunday night team calls and Zooms for like many years. And a few months ago, we stopped that. But tonight I was feeling like, you know what? I'm going to come to the team and make a video in lieu of in honor of our Sunday night team calls that we have for so many years. There's always things that I can think about that are training topics to help you, that are of value, whether it's network marketing and business building tips or mindset, personal growth tips. So got a couple things in my mind that I want to share with you all tonight. So let's make this interactive because I see a couple people watching. So if you're watching, leave a comment. If you're finding this on the replay, you can type replay and still leave a comment and I will come back and check it out. So I want you guys to know that I absolutely care about your success. Whether you've been on the team for many years or whether you are just getting started or whether you are part of our international team outside of the US, I absolutely care about your success. And that is because I'm the type of person that is just like in my heart, what I want for myself, I want for everybody else. Like if you have some goals that you want to achieve, I'm like a cheerleader for you. I want you to get it. I want you to reach those goals. If there is, I don't care what it is, whether it's for this business or not inside of Lower Life business, if you want it, you absolutely should have it. And I know there is a way for you to get every single thing you showed up here for. When I say here, I'm not talking about Lower Life. When I say here, I'm talking about on this earth experience. That's another business that I have. I have a personal development business and I'm in partnership with a great mentor. If you all don't know him, Bob Proctor. And on his website, he says, if you show me what you want, I can tell you how to get it. And because I've always been the person that I want people to get it. That's one of the reasons I partnered up with Bob and his programs because I want to make sure people get that result, right? Far too long, I was as a leader in network marketing. Sometimes you just anguish and you're so frustrated because you got all these people who are signing up, all these people who say, I want to make 6 figures, I want to make 5 figures a month, I want to make 10,000 a month. Oh, I want to have a big team. And then that success eludes them. I wanted to be able to not just teach like network marketing principles, but I wanted to get to the root of what helps people to, with certainty, reach their goals. And I wanted to be trained on how to do that. So I'm excited that I've acquired that knowledge. But getting back to why we're here today, and it kind of leads to that. So as your leader here in the big group, like the thing that would make me the happiest is for you to have made a decision for Laura Life and you are clear on like why you made the decision, right? Maybe you want residual income so you can leave your job. Maybe you know the beauty of residual where you have that money coming in month after month, year after year, and it gives you more time freedom. You certainly want to experience that. Maybe you love your job and you just want some like extra income on the side of what you're currently doing to pay off some debts or to travel or something like that. So I don't know what your goal is, but it would be so cool if you were like really clear and knew without a shadow of a doubt what your goal was, and you could articulate that like you really had a reason why, and the why was so very clear, and then you set out to accomplish that. Like every day you knew why you were working your business. Like for me in network marketing, I always knew I was working my business. Guys, do me a favor, because somebody leave a comment, because I want to see if these comments show up here, because I'm not seeing any comments, and I want to see if I can actually see the comments as you all as you all make them. So do that for me, please. All right. So, but I was always clear on why I was doing the business. Like, and for me, any business that I've ever done, it wasn't for like just to make some extra money. I think maybe when I started out in my 20s, maybe that's what it was for, or whatever. But I knew that like if one person could do it, I could do it. If I saw people in companies making, whether they're millionaires or making 100,000 a month, well, that would be a millionaire, or 50,000 or 20,000 before I ever made that. It's like, okay, they can do it. I want to do it too. So my reason was total financial freedom. I've seen people, ladies and gentlemen, go from zero to hero, from nothing to a whole bunch, from lack of limitation to prosperity. I'm like, I want that. I deserve that. So that's always been my why. And more times than not, now I don't say this is good, but more times than not, I didn't have a backup. Like it wasn't like I had another job. So for a while, I was a school teacher. And that was back in the early 2000s for like 1 year. And then I was a substitute. But I had to make network marketing work because I'm not cut out for a job. Are you cut out for a job? Like I knew that I could not work for somebody for 30 or 40 years, just couldn't do it. I barely did it one. I knew I couldn't do that. And I knew that I was made up for something bigger. And I knew that I just had to get freedom. And for me, network marketing was just so a perfect fit because it was like, I don't know, something I believed in. I've seen it work for so many people, products I believed in. I love the way the compensation worked and the leverage of it. So everything about it just really fit me. Hey, somebody said, hey, Bunmi, you rock. So you see where it says Facebook, well, just as Facebook user, I can't see your name. But if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, it will allow you to like put in your name or something. So now when you post, when you leave comments, I'll be able to see your name. So, but if you're not going to do that right now, just leave a comment with your name so I can know who's watching. All right. So, so guys, those of you just joining, I'm just kind of, just doing a little heart-to-heart talking about my past in network marketing, but really caring about your success no matter where you are in the world on our team. And so I bet bottom line, I want to see you win, and you deserve to win. So, but here's one thing that I've really come to realize. I probably should have realized it years ago. But as I did trainings and held meetings and did multiple day trainings and seminars for the business here in Baltimore and abroad, and week after week after week, always doing training online on Sunday nights. And with that, I didn't see personally the change in the growth that I had hoped to see in people. And I found out why. And it's because of this. My words were great words. What my training was great training. But words don't teach. Aha, Bunmi. You mean you could actually be saying the right thing and be saying it to the wrong people? It'd be falling on deaf ears, or maybe not even deaf ears, ears that are conditioned so that the great information you're giving, they can't even apply it if they wanted to because they're not at that level yet. Maybe that's it. So what I want you to understand is information doesn't teach. Experience teaches. So as much as I make these videos, and I would hope, oh man, if they watch my videos, if they attend my training, it'll really make a difference. Maybe not. Because you can watch all the videos you want to watch and read all the books you want to read, attend all the seminars you want to attend, and still be the same. because it's not my words that are going to make a difference unless the words compel you to move into action, right? And that has to do with, and the behavior you take, that action really has nothing even to do with me. For far too long, I took it on like it had something to do with me. It's nothing to do with me, but everything to do with you and where you are and how sick and tired you are of being sick and tired. So let's get back to words don't teach, experience teaches. Okay. So for example, I could do a training on, like, 10 years ago, I did a training course on the psychology of the three-way call, right? Had an audio booklet, all of this, broke it down, how to do a three-way, how to edify, how to qualify, all of that. Okay. But as much as you may have been trained, or a person could be trained on how to do effective three-way, that doesn't make people do three ways. That doesn't make them get good at three ways. How do you get good at doing a three-way call? You've got to actually do three-way calls. How do you get good at prospecting, right? I can teach you all about prospecting and like how to go here and get names and numbers. I could train you on that using my words, and I could talk about being fearless and going through the numbers and going for no. I can talk about that all day. But that doesn't help you to be a better prospector. What helps you to get good at prospecting is you actually prospecting. Does Bunmi know about overcome objections? Of course. I can train you on how to overcome objections so that I can do that very well. I can train you on how to be a better recruiter. Recruiting is easy for me, but me training you on it does not help you in it at all. How do you become a better recruiter? By actually doing the work to recruit. So you have to look at that man in the mirror. This is where the rubber meets the road. You got to look at the man in the mirror and realize that there is a huge gap between what you know and what you do. Because I've taught a lot. I've trained a lot. Really, everybody who's been on this team, been with me for years, y'all all should be six figures because you know, right? But here's the thing. You know what to do. You can go back and listen to trainings. Y'all can go back to trainings from 2016, 17, 18. I don't even have to do another video, and all that stuff would apply, right? You could just rewatch the training videos, re-listen to the calls that we used to have on Sunday night. Amazing training. I should have charged and packaged it, right? Packaged it and charged. I could have done that. Some trainers do that, right? But I didn't do that for years. So, but just you getting the book knowledge doesn't mean you're going to do anything with it. You see, you've all heard me say this before, right? This business is 98% mindset and 2% technical know-how. 98% mindset. So you've got to get to the point, like if you're getting all this good training and something's still not working for you, it's not the training, it's you. And you've got to figure out what is going on with you that you're not applying all this great training. Like there's a big gap between what you know and what you do. And you've got to learn how to close that gap. You absolutely have to close it, because if you don't close it, you're always going to be where you are. You're never going to, like, this is where you want to be and this is where you are. You're never going to get from here to here. You got to close that gap, because you could get all the book knowledge, but unless you start doing the work to grow your skills, unless you put yourself out there and start doing the thing by being the thing, you're never going to get to where you want to go. And you're going to look, 2 years would pass, still the same. 4 years pass, still the same place. 5 years pass, oh man, I thought I would have been, but you weren't working on the cause. on the cause. You've got to learn what is the cause of your lack of action or action. It's the same. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. All right. I'm not giving away all my information for free anymore, but I'm just going to kind of lead you all into it. And the reason why I'm not is because I have formed, rebirthed my personal development company, and I do personal, really great coaching that helps really people to get those results. But let me just kind of tell you this, since you're my team. There is a reason that you're not getting yourself to do what it is that you know you should do. And you've got to work on the cause of what that reason is to see change. And it takes consistency, repetition over time, repetition of some things that you're not doing right now that you need to be doing in order to change. Because you've heard, most of you have already heard how to recruit, how to do videos, how to prospect, like, really, for real, people who have been in network marketing for 5 years, you should, and really it shouldn't take this long, but all of you all should know how to do events. If you've been to enough events, you attended seminars, you attended events, you should know how to put on an event. And you should be putting on events. It shouldn't take Bunmi doing events for 10 years for you just to go to an event when Bunmi has an event. No. How do you learn how to put on events? By having events. That's how you learn how to put on an event. How long are you going to be just a follower only? Now, I'm a leader, right? But I'm also a follower. When I get into a system, I'm trying to learn from a mentor, I'm a really good follower. But you got to learn how to be a leader and a follower, a great leader and a great follower. If you've been in network marketing for 3 years and you haven't had an event on your own, something really is wrong. If you're only attending events when your leader has them, then the transference isn't happening. You should be a leader. You should be putting on events, and that it should be consistently. Not that it has to be every month, but even though like back in the day when we started events, there was no internet to do events. We are just doing events live, and then we did, conference calls, right? But now you can have an event on a conference call, you can have an event on Zoom. Now people are getting back to live. You should be doing live events. Do you see Dinah and Fortune and some of the others in South Africa, and they put out their posts of where they're going? Oh, I'm going to be in this city, I'm going to be in Durban, I'm going to be in Harare, I'm going to be in what's the one called Polo Kokwe? I forget what the other city was that Dinah said. But it's like they're building. When you build with intention for greatness, you're traveling. Why? Because you want to open up a market. You want to say, hey, I'm going to be here. Invite people. I've got something great that I want to share with you. I see a vision, and if you buy into my vision, some great things will happen for both of us. That is what people who have a clear vision of something that they want for themselves and something that they want to communicate to others, this is what they're saying. This is what they're doing. You shouldn't just be looking at people saying, oh, that's good for them, or looking at them and just be looking at them. You need to be looking at the people who are moving and shaking, looking at the people who are making things happen and saying, what are they doing? How are they being? What can I learn from them? What can I emulate from them? What can I copy from them? I want that energy. You want that energy because you want that result. You want the result where you should want it, of being like Dinah and getting to the top of the company. Now, I'm not saying that, and that may not even be your goal, right? So I'm just kind of using an example. It doesn't have to be the top of the company. It can be just getting whatever it is that you want. But I know you just don't want to be here just to be here. Like some people in years past and even now, they sign up in network marketing for like a social club, just to be a part of a social community. Fine. If that's what you want, that's fine. But I think there's probably some real world problems that you're experiencing, the circumstances that you're experiencing that you want to change, right? Guys, do me a favor. Talk to me. I want to make sure I can see these comments. I see one comment. Hi, Bunmi, you rock. I need some feedback. I need some feedback because I need to know that like you're getting it. Do you understand where I'm coming from with what I'm saying? With what I'm saying, my point that I'm getting at is like, come on. There's a reason that you said yes to this business, right? Get clear on what that is. And then really understand that there is a way, if you really want success, there is a way that you must move with a certain energy that you must have. And if you don't have it in the beginning, it's okay. You can learn it and you can cultivate it. The journey of the 1,000 miles begins with the what? The first step, right? And once you take the first step, you can't take a step and then be like, "Ooh, I took a step. All right, let me sit back. I did that thing. I took a step." That is not how it works. No, right? What does it say? You got to keep putting what? One foot in front of the other. That's how you get to where you want to go. Napoleon Hill talked about persistence. A whole chapter written about it in his book Think and Grow Rich. He says something like, persistence is to the success of man what carbon is to steel. Carbon has to be in steel in order for it to make steel, right? If you want success, you got to have persistence and you got to have consistency. So you can't like be on today for my Lord Life business. I'm on fire. Yeah. I'm going to make 10 calls today. And then tomorrow, ooh, I don't know. Let's see. I didn't call anybody today. I didn't do anything. You got to be working on your business every day. You know what? Some people just need to, no, I'm not going to say that. But if you're not going to play around, if you're going to play around with this thing, why even be here? That's my point, right? Why even be here? Now, if you want to be here just for the product, then be a customer. Don't even get it on the product side. Get it on the customer side so that your distributor can actually make a 50% bonus, right? Get the product on the customer side. But if you want to really be in the business, then really be in the business. I'm going to say that again. If you want to really be in the business, really be in the business. Let me ask you, do you really want to be in the business? Yes or no? I don't know why I can't see these comments, but do you want to be in the business? Yes or no? But I shouldn't even say, do you want to be in the business? Because if you really want to have this to pay you like a business, you partner with Laura Life, this is your home business. You've got to every day take on the spirit of the business. Every day, take on the spirit of the business. A lot of you aren't doing that. Write it down. I must take on the spirit of my business. Like, since 2016, I've had on the spirit of my business. Like, it's not a day I don't think about it, but I don't just think about it. I do something with it, like every day. Now, I'm not saying you got to do what I do, right? Maybe your plan is 3 days a week, but are you taking on the spirit of your business? Like, even on the days where you may have your off days, you should be on in your mind. If no more than writing down your goal, if no more than visualizing your goal upon waking and retiring at night. Like, if it's real to you, it should be in your heart. You should at least have the feeling of the excitement and enthusiasm of getting $1,000 check every week. Like, see the end from the beginning and let that excite you in your now. Like, at least do that. So you should be taking on the spirit, be in the spirit of your business every day. And then the action, like, are you communicating with someone on those days that you work? Are you always communicating with someone? Like, I grew up in a network marketing household, guys. So for me, some things that I know that it takes to make it in network marketing are just common every day. Like, I just know that these are things you should be doing. I can't figure out why people don't do them, especially when they start. It's like, people know my parents as networkers, right? And networkers want to sign up other networkers. So every day there's somebody calling my house to get someone to sign up in something, because there's thousands of opportunities out here. And I love it when that happens. I'm like, yes, I love it when somebody prospects me. I love it when somebody calls me, because I love seeing people work their business. I was like, man, if everybody on my team was doing what this person who's trying to recruit somebody in my household, if everybody on my team was doing this every day, I'd be at like $1 million a month, right? Oh my God, if everybody who signed up was doing what they were supposed to be doing, calling somebody, picking up their phone, being excited and enthusiastic about what they have, not caring what the other person says, not getting emotionally involved in whether they say yes or whether they say no, but believing so much in what you got and having so much excitement about it, you're just calling somebody else and say, have you heard about bam, XYZ thing? Has anybody told you about this opportunity? What, girl? I'm telling you, there's so much money to be made. This is what they're doing. This is how it works. This is what is the testimony. And look, let me send you this video. You at least got to see this video. You at least got to see these people making $100 a day. You at least got to see this 3-step system. You at least got to see what this product has done for people. Like, to me, that's so easy. It's so easy, and that's what you do. If you did that over and over again, and you just had your team members do that over and over again, oh my God, your power of one is done. You have 4,000 people in your team in 12 months. But that's one of those things I say, it's easy to do, and yet it's easy not to do. And most times, people can't get themselves to do it because they are locked up in so much fear and caring what somebody else is going to think. And I understand that if you never had that modeled for you before and you're kind of uncomfortable reaching out to people, it may not flow easily for you. But that's why I said words don't teach. It's experience that teaches. And for it to flow easily, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Man, how do I become good? I can't say the words like you. I didn't always say the words like me. I didn't start out doing that. I had to say the words real bad first. Then I got okay. Then I got good. And then I got proficient. But that was after call after call after call after call. When we didn't have the internet, when you had to pay for long distance, when there was some 18, when there was this there was something code or something we would dial into, was 18 digits long, cost $80 a month, and then you could get like unlimited calling for unlimited long distance for $80 a month. Right, back in those days when we had to do. Now you got a cell phone, you got the internet, you can reach people all over the world for free with just the cost of your cell phone. You shouldn't have no excuse. No excuse. And guys, just realize the way you get good at something is by doing it. You don't have to be good to get started, but to get good, you've got to start. You got to start. And again, it's just so simple to me. I'm like, okay, you have a great product. Your product helps with blood sugar issues, helps with weight loss issues, helps with detox issues, helps with blood pressure issues, helps with skin issues, helps with eye issues. Like, you have some amazing products that are so affordable. Why wouldn't you? It would be so easy just to pick up the phone and call people. Hey, Shirley, look, have you ever heard of them O2 drops and what they're doing? Have you ever seen that online, what people been talking about? No, O2, what's that? I mean, it's just like an easy. That's something I've been teaching for 6 years, that you can call somebody, say, hey, Shirley, have you ever heard of what's going on with this drink to shrink? No, drink to shrink, what's that? Bam, that opens up the conversation. I mean, it's just, you pick up the phone and you say it, right? But there's something that like paralyzes people, like this force field. This force field is trying to keep you from your dreams. This force field that doesn't even exist. You make it up in your mind and you're scared to pick up the phone and keep picking it up and to offer. You're scared to offer somebody something that is going to bring health and vitality and life to them. Doesn't quite make sense, does it? But that's just something in our minds that really isn't even for our favor, that wants to keep us stuck where we are, prevents us from doing those things that would bring freedom. Don't let that something keep you stuck. Don't stay away from your freedom. You got to move towards it. Because I promise you, as you move closer to your goal is moving closer to you. And you can't see it. You just got to know it. You can't see it. You got to know it. The people who are moving and shaking and doing events and hey, what's up? I see somebody else doing events and who are out there in the marketplace and getting the product out there and posting about it. And you feel the energy towards their business. Like, those are the people every day moving closer to their goal, and their goal is moving closer to them, and they're moving in faith. They're moving in faith. And I promise you, a lot of times you can't even see what's happening in the spiritual realm. You can't even see like all the things that are shaping and forming up that's going to happen for you. In 24 months, things will look totally different. But right now, it may look a little like, oh, nothing's really happening. Oh, I only made $18. I only made $100. Oh, it's small. But you just keep that energy going and building, and something great is absolutely coming your way, and it's getting closer and closer. You just got to keep that energy building. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and in here, when we were like rounding third and about to end up our Sunday night calls, we took them down to 30 minutes. I've already been on here for 31. So that was enough. But I just wanted to have this conversation with you because you can do, be, and have, you can do, be, and have whatever it is that you want. And Laura Life can be a vehicle to help you reach whatever you want to reach. Let me say this one last thing. Like, people still say that they see me doing a lot in my business. And I do, but I don't do what I did in the beginning when I was first launching off. Because there's a way that you move energetically when you're trying to launch off that's different than when you have had something built. Like, I didn't get into network marketing to be grinding for 20 years. No. I got in so I could build something. I could take my foot off the gas and still be getting paid, right? Like, I don't even have to make this video and talk to you right now. I got residual income in place, and I did a smart thing, which I want you all to do. As you make money, then you need to have your money to make money, because hopefully Laura Life will be here forever, but I'm not counting on Laura Life to be here forever. I'm taking my Laura Life money and I'm perpetuating it by investing it into things that continue to make more money. That's smart. Take your money. Don't just spend your money. Take your money, putting into something where it's going to grow more, and then you can spend that growth, and then the net part, principal part, you still got it. That's a good idea. That's a very great idea. We're talking about wealth. You're talking about getting freedom. Like, freedom is my thing. Like, I'm not, if Laura Life went away tomorrow, which is not going anywhere, it's just getting started, I'd be good, right? I'd be good. I know how to build something else, but I've aligned my life where I've got multiple streams of income and not multiple streams of network marketing income. You got to listen to people like Robert Kiyosaki, right? He loves network marketing, but he also says you need to be in that I quadrant as an investor. So you got this home-based business model, which allows you to leverage the efforts of other people, and you take that money and then you can put that in, parlay that into the I quadrant, so you can be an investor as well. Okay? So that's just smart business sense for my ladies and men out there. So I was saying, I didn't get into network marketing to do it for 40 years. Now I might just for the fun of it, but I don't have to make this video for you. Why do I continue to do that? Like, because I want to help people, right? But it's not like I got to make videos now in order to recruit, in order to build like I was doing in the beginning. So like I'm still recruiting. I got some goals. I do want to bring in leaders, but I'm just saying it's just different. I've got lots more free time now than I had because that's the way I designed it. Hopefully you design it like that too. You don't want to be working like a slave. I mean, I work my business 12 hours a day. And cast some other people around, you can tell you that's true. But that's the way I did it. But it paid off for me. So now I don't have to work as much, right? But I still work. I get up in the mornings early. I'm thinking about my business on a call. Sometimes I'm writing out my goal by 6 o'clock in the morning. I am, Felicia and I often talk in the mornings. If we don't, we talk in the afternoon. As it's my accountability business partner, we're doing some things with together every day. So I'm still in that, creation mode, but it's just, after some years in the industry, it hits just a little differently. And I want it to hit differently for you. You don't have to always be like I was at events, doing vending, setting up, like all the things you see people do in the beginning. Believe me, I paid my price for years. And that's where you in the beginning, that's what you do. You sow your seeds abundantly. You sow your seeds abundantly. You want to really do it on good ground. Sometimes in the beginning, you do sow on thorny ground. You don't realize it, but you just got to go through that kind of process and learn. And then you start sowing your seeds into good ground. And then in time, you will see this big, beautiful, beautiful harvest. But you got to sow. And you can't sow sparingly, because if you sow sparingly, you're going to reap sparingly. You got to sow abundantly, consistently, so that you can reap abundantly. Yep. So, tomorrow I'm celebrating my birthday. What? Bunmi, your birthday was in September. Didn't I tell y'all that this year I'm celebrating my birthday every month? I was supposed to be in South Africa for my birthday, and it didn't happen because I couldn't travel. Had to cancel that out. So what am I going to do terrific for my 50th year? I'm going to celebrate every month on the 25th of each month. So my birthday was September 25th. Now, October 25th, I'm celebrating again. And every month for a year. So that's kind of cool. I like that. That's how life should be. Figure out what you want and then go do it. All right, guys. So if you need me, if you have any questions, if there is like, hey, Bunmi, I need to know this about prospecting. I want to know something about hosting an event or whatever, hit me up. I'll give you the answer if I have it. If I don't have it, I'll show you how to find it, even if we got to write to corporate. Okay. All right, guys. Well, you all have a great Sunday evening. And remember, you are more powerful than you know. If you haven't signed up for my masterclass that I'm teaching for part of my personal development business, make sure that you sign up for that masterclass November 1st to the 5th. That's at Empower. What is it? Oh, powerpersonified.com. So you can sign up for that free masterclass, 5-day masterclass for November 1st to the 5th, powerpersonified.com. All right, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.